Well, you can now use NotebookLM directly in Gemini AI, and this opens some really cool possibilities. So essentially, you can import the documents or notebook from NotebookLM directly into Gemini AI as a source. So let me show you how you can actually use it. Now for this example, I have this notebook, and this notebook was based on this YouTube channel. So I imported dozens of videos from this channel into this notebook. And by the way, if you are interested to know how to insert dozens of YouTube videos directly into a NotebookLM, then I have made a tutorial about that. You can check it out on my channel. Anyway, let's continue. On Gemini, you can click this plus button and then select NotebookLM. And after that, you can select a few notebooks from NotebookLM. But in this case, I'll just use one notebook, which is this one. So click Add. And after that, you can ask anything, and the source will be based on that notebook. Let's say I want to ask a question like, hey, can you tell me what are the best website platforms that I could use as a small business owner? Okay, let me double check the spelling. And you can choose between the thinking or the fast model. In this case, I guess I'm going to use the thinking model because there are lots of videos and therefore there are lots of tokens that will be used by AI to answer this question. And also even that there is actually a limit about how many items or documents or the length of the content that you can use reliably on Gemini. So remember, there is a limit and there is a good chance that AI might not be able to read all the information that you have provided on NotebookLM. So that's one limitation that you need to know. Anyway, we got the answer. So yeah, it is not very slow. It is actually quite fast, which is pretty good. But here, the idea of using NotebookLM in Gemini is useful if you are utilizing some features that, at least right now, are only available in Gemini. For example, I want to create an interactive website based on this content, based on the notebook, basically. So I'm going to ask something to Gemini. Hey, please generate an interactive dashboard based on your answer, so the user can decide what is the best website platform based on what they need. Okay, let me verify the question. Okay, now I'm going to click Tools, click Canvas, and I'll just use the thinking model. Click Submit. Now, of course, you can use other features in Gemini, like for example, you can use the deep research tool, you can create videos using the VO model, you might also create images using Gemini Nano Banana or Gemini Nano Banana Pro, and also there is the guided learning, which I think is, I would say it makes a lot of sense to use this feature based on the NotebookLM content. And you can also incorporate visual layout, which is still experimental, but that's a really cool implementation of NotebookLM in Gemini AI. By the way, this will take quite some time, so I'll just skip a word and I'll show you the result. Okay, so this is the app or the dashboard that Gemini just created for me based on this content on NotebookLM. So yeah, let me just try this. So basically I'm running a business and let's say I need something for a portfolio or blog, and my budget is low and my comfort level is intermediate. And well, this is the answer. I don't know if this is actually correct. Okay, maybe for portfolio it makes sense, but for a blog I don't think card is the best option. So let me just change the answer again. I'm going to create, let's say, online store, and my budget is medium and my comfort level is intermediate. And there you go, it is Shopify. So yeah, I think it works well, and it was again based on the content from the notebook. So yeah, this is just one implementation of NotebookLM in Gemini, and of course I think there's going to be some really cool use cases that we could discover in the future with this new implementation. So that's how you can use NotebookLM directly in Gemini AI. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on my next video.